Oh yeah, I guess all of you guys are admins now, aren't you?
Hi, friends.
Oh,
Hey, man.
fine.
How's it going?
Good. Until Mikin started teasing me about projects.
Wasn't teasing. I asked how
Oh,
the
bullying.
project was, and you said, which one?
Yeah.
The house or the thing under the house?
Why not both?
Technically, yeah.
You could end up with a basement, eventually.
Well, it is like... Oh, 60, 70 centimeters high, the entire basement, with like some places being
Mm.
like 110 high. So it's quite a decent like crawl space. It's right in between a actual basement and a crawl space. But it's very uncomfortable. Well, if you can... Well, technically I would need to give you explosives to blow up the bedrock.
Mm. No, the drill. The drill will do it.
Ah, the drill, yeah. Funny enough, I think the excavator I bought comes with a drill, but it's like it's just super bad. You would have to spend years drilling probably 2-3 holes. Challenge accept. I'm gonna make that an achievement, actually. Drill a hole. Yeah.
Nice. One of them has to just be dig, 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 dig. Yep.
Legit. Yeah. But yeah, not really much to do now until excavator comes in the mail.
Did somebody say excavate? Excavator, yeah?
Excavator.
You've got me. You've got me hooked. I'm now on gold mining simulator because I'm so cool. Schmick and shame me into it.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to encourage. Encourage is the word.
Completion.
I like to guide people in the wrong direction.
Gold mine he needs to work on.
Yeah.
And there's other areas as well, I think, if I remember right. You can get
There
out
is,
of that.
yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. I think Splash Dash seems disappointed.
Well, yeah, we're
Okay.
just in the middle of a patch, like, transition.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you expect?
Oh, it's a drought. I think the drought just hit. Hmm. Hmm. Don't really want to play any more Star Wars stuff.
What are you playing? Knights of Old Republic?
Fallen Order. It's meh.
Meh, it's better than eh. So,
It's best. Yeah.
I quite like the look of that Ore game.
Yeah.
it's got that element of like Space Engineers, satisfactory, like large scale ridiculousness.
Digging, yeah.
Oh yeah, and the digging.
Tick, 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 tick.
Dig, 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 dig.
And you've got to make all the refinery and stuff.
That's a drone, doesn't it?
It does.
Mm.
Boxes are being ticked.
Not a 21 quid game though.
No, not quite.
What was that other thing we were looking at? That's come up. Roadcraft. How much is that gonna be? You know,
Yes.
35 quid.
I don't know why it was so fucking difficult to get the joystick controls to overlap for the website, because the game controller, like red dots to calibrate where they are, is also overlaid with the thumbsticks for the mobile unit.
How are you getting on with it then?
With what?
With server-based things?
Yeah, I'm on and off it every now and then. Right now I'm just cleaning up the aesthetics of it. It's up and running right now. I don't think the old link will do.
Let's see. No.
Yeah, all the buttons, all the sticks are working.
Controller.
Controller is also working. I will need to like fiddle with like all of the controls again when since some of the boom control and arm control and bucket control is hydraulic on it, meaning there's a 0 to 100% like throttle for it. So I might actually how would the control for the tracks be if they were on the trigger buttons on the back?
The tracks.
No, because you want like fine control over it, don't you?
And
Yeah.
also, how do you do reverse with a trigger?
Well, you do the top two for forward and the bottom ones for backwards. The thing is, the trigger button, the trigger control on the back is also load sensitive, meaning it's not an on and off button.
Ooh,
You
you
can
said
give it a
load.
percent. Yeah. Just a suggestion, calm down.
I mean, if anything, when you're driving a tracked vehicle, you have two sticks that you push forwards and back
Yeah, you do. So
individually. So
yeah.
maybe the joysticks would do it,
Yeah. Well,
and
right
then for
now
the
the
turning, the triggers. Yeah.
well, no, now it's just one forward, one back on the sticks, and that turns the excavator. And then you also have the cab rotation on the right stick, left and right.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you lose the individual tracks.
Yeah. So it's fine as it is right now.
Well, I don't know because I don't know what it does, but
It says so on the legend.
mhm. Oh, yeah.
Right stick
Yeah,
is
yeah.
right track.
Yeah.
And then right stick X axis is.
Yeah.
I haven't actually tried the webpage in horizontal mode on the phone. Let's see. Oh, it really doesn't like capital letters. So if I switch to this, okay, it's not the worst. Oh wow, you really have to move your thumbs for the mobile version. Like your thumbs have to touch for the sticks to go against each other. Although you wouldn't really
People have to
need that
work
much.
up their thumbs.
Well, it's construction work, it's not sissy work. Oh, it works way better in vertical mode. That's a thing that needs to be fixed. Yeah, if you put it to horizontal mode and click the thumb pad, it goes immediately into one or two directions all the way. It doesn't like that. Add it to the list. I tried a crispy chicken burger here a couple of days ago.
Right.
Worst thing I've had.
don't
Driest
like?
thing I've had.
Oh. Yeah. You don't want to drive.
But then, yeah. Well, there was some sauce on it. It's just the chicken itself was so fucking dry. And I haven't had any like chicken burgers before, but that one, I instantly knew that was a bad one.
How do you... I've never had a dry chicken burger.
I don't know. It was from Burger King and they managed to fuck it up.
XL bacon double cheeseburger's the thing you get from Burger King.
Wasn't the chicken royale, was it?
No, because we have burgers here named after Olympic skiers in Norway.
Of course.
So we have the Nortug gourmet grill double cheeseburger, and then we have the Yuhao. What is it? The Yuhao grilled chipotle. It
We
just
would-
keeps going.
We would just have Eddie the Eagle egg sandwich or something.
Oh yeah.
The Jimmy Savile tray bake.
Oh God! Ooh. Took it out of the oven too early.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm fine with not knowing what that means.
Jimmy Savile was he was a children's TV presenter.
And we'll leave it at that.
Oh, you guys mentioned him at a different time as well. And I
Yeah,
think even then, back then, I said, I don't want to know.
he specialised in sick kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He used to be able to write into him, and he'd read out the letters, and the whole thing was that he would make things happen for you. So you'd ask him, "Can you fix it for me, Jimmy Savile? Can you fix it for me? I want to meet my favorite wrestler or some shit." He'd make it happen.
They'd get to meet the wrestler, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then he would rape you.
Is that optional or?
no, it's part of the
No.
deal.
No, that's kind of
uh,
the point, really, is that it
It's-
wasn't optional.
It was a package deal.
Oh, Jimmy. And he was knighted.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
was
Sir Jimmy.
Sir Jimmy Savile.
I feel like a lot of the people that do get knighted have like, not all of them, but a decent amount of them have questionable backgrounds
Mm-hmm.
I think if you
and history.
if you accepted a knighthood, it's a very clear indication that you.
You suggest with Sir comes a different title.
Yeah. David Attenborough, he's a sir. He's definitely.
No, not David. Well, I don't know if it's kids, but
Oh, he worked for the BBC for a very long time.
yeah, that's a bit of a thing. The
He-
BBC.
He knew what was happening and he did nothing, at the very least.
Well, he was going to get buggered if he did.
He's an old man. He can take it.
Is that what it is? I'm gonna have to start going around care home a bit more.
Care homes, in my experience, are absolutely riddled with syphilis and chlamydia.
Oh, is that because you've been
Okay.
you've been doling it out?
Wasn't that something they said about like old people home? Is that there's no place in the world where there's more fucking
Yeah,
than in
that's absolutely
retired people
correct.
homes.
There is when I'm there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely correct. We do a lot of sexual health screening in the lab, and there is a lot of syphilis in those places because there's only so much Scrabble you can play until you just got to sort doors out.
You start spelling out specific words.
Yeah,
Fuck me in the ass.
they get bored. They get
You
bored.
spell out.
I wonder how
"Fuck
many
me hard
points-
in the ass.
I wonder how many points that is.
1.
69.
69.
Well done, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I win.
I'm here all week. Thank you.
Speaking of a whole week, or a week whole.
Oof. God, Jesus. Getting a bit
Jesus
much now.
Christ.
Hang on, I need to go change the ratings on my stream.
You just hear a ping in the background, and it's like, oh, it's 18 now.
Is it safe for kids? And I'm like, yeah. Ooh.
Oh, but how's the gold mine? Check
Doing
that.
all right. I'm gonna get the bigger digger now because I was just using the mini one there. I'm using the smaller of the wash units, but I'm gonna jump straight from that to the big one. I'm gonna kind of go up to tier 3 quite quick.
Okay. I feel like putting the gold bar into the bed of the truck is such a waste. It seems very
It's
silly.
yeah,
Put it in your
there's a bunch of things on this game that are a bit silly, to be honest. The timer for the maximum amount that you can smelt's a bit annoying, but obviously you get the magnetite for that. I need to rent the other digger, but in fact, actually, there is timescale. Alright. I had a random event there. Somebody stole from me.
Oh, really?
It said someone stole some of your money. Yeah, I might drill. Apparently, like, drilling's supposed to be really good. You kind of find out where the money is, and you also can make money off it. So I might rent a drilling machine.
Hmm. How's all the moving going, by the way?
There's boxes. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Hopefully pick up the keys Friday.
Hmm. Like new keys or the old ones? I don't
The
know
new
if
one.
you guys change the locks when you move into those
No,
places.
no, because the estate agent will have a copy so that they can get in and do work.
I
You
think
have
if
to get permission and stuff before they can't
yeah,
just turn up.
over here it's like if the apartment or house you're moving into is older than 15 years, and or the door lock is older than 15 years, they are required the day you move in to come and change the locks for you, so you get new ones. Just so
Oh,
there's no key duplication going on for like people that have lost those keys and
right. Yeah.
But they just paint over everything here. They just paint over it and install a new lock below it.
there's like a latch with a stick.
Pretty much. The door's normally damaged from when the last time it was kicked in, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've had to move back over to Restream here as well. I got a stream. I was on one of the other ones, but it ran 3 of them in the background, so I was getting major drop. And it was kind of killing my computer, so I've just gone back to Restream because it sends it all to transcodes it to one place and then distributes it, rather than it doing the multiple transcoding from me.
I am gonna need your help once I have the digger up and running, because I want one external camera streaming like the workplace
Yep.
that or the digging place,
Mm.
and then I want also the other side of the screen being the excavator.
Yeah. So do you want them to be able to select it, or do you want just both on screen at the same time?
In the beginning now, maybe set it up so you can select, but there's only going to be one. Or you can rotate the which cameras you're on or whatever.
It'll be easy enough to have the cameras set up. You can just set
Yeah.
them up on USBs. It depends on... I know it can get funny if you layer too many USBs up.
It's just gonna be one USB camera. And I might actually make it so that that's just a camera with a power source streaming over the Wi-Fi. It's connected
Yeah.
to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it'd be the
So-
best plan.
Didn't you just set up a webcam?
Yeah, just wire it up. You can have some in different places.
Yeah, just constantly stream it to something.
Yeah, because I was gonna like stretch its own fuse down there with the wires, so that it's like a 16 amp fuse for charging the excavator and some of the cameras and systems that are running off it, and lights as well. Yeah, lights, camera, and charging the excavator.
Now, how's charging the excavator gonna work? How do you? Is it gonna be
Right
like
now, in the
area?
in the beginning, it's just gonna be me plugging in the wire when it's empty.
What if
And,
it goes somewhere where you can't really reach it? You're just gonna have to climb down there.
I can reach all of the places down there. It's like I said, it's like a weird combination of not a full basement, but you don't need to crawl in it. You just walk like a
Yeah.
duck, sort of.
Gotcha,
as you
yeah,
say.
yeah.
Yeah,
You had me at walk like a duck.
yeah, thought so.
So what is the aim of it? Is this something you're gonna release to the public, or
Yeah, yeah. Once I have, once I have the initial setup, I might even launch. I was talking to Bacon about it, a Kickstarter, like to just show that I have a proof of concept and everything's working. Just need money for expansion, because I don't want to spend more than the excavator. Maybe I'll buy a dump truck if it doesn't go, but would be a fun like proof of concept. Then I'll set up a web page where you sort of pay per, I don't know, battery charge for a certain vehicle, something like that.
yeah?
It's gonna be like very like small amounts of money you pay.
Yeah, it's quite niche.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking of making it free in the beginning, but that would require a insane queue system where people log in and they
Yeah.
get a queue number. But then
Mm.
again, they would have to get notification when it's their turn if there's a long queue. And the best thing would probably be... Actually, yeah, that might be smart. Just thought of that. Hook up a calendar.
So you'd
To
book
the
a slot.
Book a slot, and then you'd play when that slot comes up. So no queue system required. Oh, that's actually good.
You'll get complaints when people forget, though. That's the problem.
Well, then they get their money
Oh,
back. Well,
will
you...
they?
Yeah.
You've allocated them and kept the excavators free available to them for a certain period of time. So
So you're telling me I need to write a term. What are they called?
Terms
of
terms of
service.
service,
Terms of
yeah.
service.
yeah,
They have to
TOS.
accept it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll probably have to, yeah.
Oh,
Because depending on how popular it is, you're only going to have so many excavators. If you hold one in reserve, then
yeah.
you've lost it, haven't you?
I could set up a second location,
Yeah.
and then it's selectable.
Selectable maps.
Yep. Selectable
Oh
projects.
my God.
Get a shaker as well. Get a shaker so people can separate the rocks and the sand, and then they can pile up the sand and make.
I forgot to send you guys that. I found a video. Oh. I'll post it.
What type of video is this?
I found a video. There we go. It's insane to me.
That's loud.
Yeah.
¿Cómo estás?
Okay.
Hang on. Oh, Espen. What scale are those?
Scale conveyor belts and stuff like that.
I love it. Like, yeah, like I say though, I was thinking like you could put a shaker in, because then you could have it so that there's sand and gravel, but gravel's all piled up. People can make roads, compress it with a like a roller, and then when they're done, they have to demolish the road, put all the soil and put the sand and the pebbles in the shaker and separate it, then pile it back up, ready for the next operation. So you'd have like a building phase and a demolishing phase.
And put it by the door so I can sell gravel by the size.
Yes.
Throw it right back into it.
Christ. I just felt my virginity grow back.
Oh yeah.
Gravel.
Gravel time.
Would you look at that? I'm a virgin again.
I'm not even digging now. I'm just drilling.
Good boy.
What's
That's what it's supposed to be.
so? It's a stupid question, I know, but what does the drilling do?
It's like prospecting the ground. So then when I go to this, it maps out where the best areas to dig are.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, at the moment these are the better areas to dig.
Like Battleship for gold.
Yeah, pretty much. Mine, yeah, it's like Minesweeper. It'll tell you, and you
You
can.
found my gold.
There's all the locations that I've drilled, and you get gold. You find gold nuggets by drilling this. So I think I've actually just made more gold there than I have through hours of digging. I've been told this is the way. Like I said, I've just skipped the actual tutorial because there's people doing quite in-depth tutorials all over YouTube. So the guy said you can make 800,000 in your first, like the first bit. So I'll drill a load of this. So I might do it in like strips, and then dig those strips, or just do the whole thing. But it takes ages to do the whole thing. So yeah, But yeah, this is the way to do it apparently. Like I say there, I've got 499 gold, so... Even cooler. I am the cool.
So this is pulling up gold at the same time.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. 142 grams. So if I do all of this, I can get the majority of the stuff for the tier 3 or 4. And one guy like drills it once, but he said if you drill it 3 times in the same square, you can get just as much gold. It just means the whole thing takes a lot longer. But there you go. I'm up to 1 kilogram of gold now already.
A kilo. Hmm.
My boy's asking why I've got no viewers. I feel like he's clowning on me now.
Yeah. There's like 2 viewers.
Yeah.
According to this, it's not. Although I don't trust Restream.
Wait, where are you looking then? YouTube?
No, Restream's got a...
Yeah, it's wrong.
Which says 2.
Twitch says 2.
Oh, well, that's 2 people that are saying that. Is that you and Schmicken?
No.
No.
We don't watch your streams.
Nah, nobody does.
What did you put down there?
We're not supportive. How dare you?
To be fair, they're our streams a lot of the time, especially when we do the Star Citizen stuff. It's just us talking, saying horrendous things.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get any out of that one. And that
Ooh, that's a nice
that other simulator I put in the group looked.
Test. Create account.
I can't even remember what it was called now.
What is required? I've done that.
I'm gonna end up with about 5 kilograms of gold here. Oh, my boy's telling his friends about my stream. They definitely don't want to go on that.
No. They might learn.
Some new words.
Yeah,
They're gonna
some
learn
word.
today.
You're gonna learn something today. Oh, I didn't get another drill.
They'll learn to be wary of northern men in tracksuits
Yeah.
that smoke cigars.
I don't smoke cigarettes. All right, so
I don't like that I'm representing Norway in this context.
you are the Norwegian representative.
Well, World War III, here we come.
Could be worse. You could be Austrian.
Or at the moment, American. That group chat that they leaked was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, I say leaked. That would insinuate that they were trying to keep it hidden.
I haven't heard anything about a group chat leak. What was that?
Don't worry, it's not
Oh.
ours.
No,
Yeah,
I know that.
The American.
Nobody's knocked on my door yet.
The American top government official, like the cabinet,
Yeah.
were all in I think it was a WhatsApp group or
No,
something.
it was
and they were
Signal. It's an app called Signal.
uh,
It means that
it
it's
sounds like
not
it's
looked
like
at by the
WhatsApp.
Oversight Commission.
Yeah. Yeah, they were just they were just using it to discuss, war strategy.
An imminent war strategy. A bomb, like an attack in Yemen.
Isn't that like the first couple of pictures from the Ukraine war, from their new like headquarters when it started out, and it was
Discord.
just it was Discord, Discord, Discord all over the place, and they had like proper war layouts for Discords, like that and that company, and so on and so on.
Yeah, which is fine for Ukraine when
In yeah,
they've just been attacked, but for the US, uh, the military industrial complex, um, maybe using the equivalents of Facebook Messenger to say where you're gonna bomb next is
Well, it's the problem was as well as it's not covered by the Oversight Commission. So if it's like there's a thing for transparency, and they're supposed to have everything logged, and it's not logged in Signal. Funnily enough, Trump isn't in that chat. He wasn't actually aware of it until he was asked at a press conference.
that's gonna be embarrassing even for somebody as shameless as him to be told at a press conference. What do you think about all of this stuff about Signal? Wait, what?
one wasn't that. Oh, that it was something about an ambassador or something that was really. It was a super awkward question during a press conference. Let's see if I can find it.
This bit takes ages, but it's like worth doing. I've made like 2 kilograms of gold already. I haven't had to turn any washing machines on, I haven't had to use any diesel. Well, a little bit of diesel. But like I say, if I do this and then go straight to tier 3, I have a map of everywhere to dig.
Struggle to get over that hill.
Oh yeah, it's going to be horrid. Will it get over this bit? Yep.
Reverse into it.
It's gonna go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Uh-oh. I was half expecting just to reverse down that hill there because I'm an idiot. Nice. I'm gonna try and do twos. Speed this up a bit. Or I might just do one in each square. It's just more accurate. Yeah, it's more accurate if you like go through more squares. Some proper strips there. It's bigger than I thought this. I thought it was only this area. Like the top area.
Alright, yeah.
Although it takes ages, I'm tempted to do a load of it, but I want to just like dig.
Drilling is a type of digging.
Technically, yes. And technically is the best type of sandwich.
I do like a technical sandwich.
I'm hungry now. I completely didn't realise as well that I didn't dawn on me that I have to like build ramps and stuff as I'm digging. I can't just dig a giant hole. I've got to do it in like
Yeah.
layers.
We've got to kind of do a quarry type situation.
That's the other thing that got me a little bit for that out of ore game. It's you can do dynamite along the sides and do full quarries. It just looks very low kind of graphics and quality.
Yeah, yeah. Does look a bit basic.
I'll be right back.
You with? Haha, we're nearly up to 3 kilograms here. Will it tip?
Nice.
Uh-oh. It's stuck.
Step drill, what are you doing?
I'm gonna only get like 4 rows done before I lose interest. Until obviously that number of on the gold goes up quite by a lot. Oh ho ho. 3 kilograms, 3.1 kilos.
But well, if you look at the map, it does kind of gradiate, doesn't it?
It
Kind of
does, yeah. It's in. It looks like as I go along, I'm gonna find pockets.
might be worth doing like every other square, and then zoning in on an area.
You just don't know though. What if I'd miss one that?
Hmm.
I'll do a run along here and see if it's random. Oh yay! A commenter who tells me that I can get cheap viewers. Woohoo!
Got it covered. I'm a cheap viewer.
$5.
That's far too much.
It's all about the experience.
The exposure. Yeah.
Nice.
What are we talking about?
Exposing ourselves.
Yeah,
Money.
I was also doing that.
I just remembered. I can't remember if I changed something on my Twitch profile. Changed my donate link at the bottom to have my Streamlabs one, and it should be my PayPal one. But I can't remember what for the life of me I did for it. Not Streamlabs, Stream something or other. One of them. Stream something. I don't remember what it was now. I can't remember what it was supposed to be. I don't want like a pay link. Oh, that was it. It is this one. Yeah. PayPal link. Right. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Oh, it's another bloody hill. I didn't realise.
Not that steep. Is it?
Doesn't feel like it, but it doesn't. It just doesn't seem to want to move. Not really, no. Don't know. This would be so much better if this was multiplayer.
Yeah, you'd get a lot more done. Yeah. Good construction simulator. I just don't know what it was that held it back.
It was an autocomplete simulator.
Yeah.
It was like if you made a ramp and a whole ramp system, that ramp system would then disappear.
Yeah.
Right, so if this is a darker grey or brown.
And it was very you could only really
I
do
see.
one thing at a time.
Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't have like yeah, I know what you mean. It was just the autocomplete bit of it.
Yeah.
Ooh, riveting gameplay here. It's all a bit too much.
Watching a man drill.
Yeah, they're good videos, but this is just something else. It's one way to keep your rental costs down is you put the time scale in real time.
Mark.
Nice, 4 kilograms. I'm gonna get banned on Twitch for excessive violence. Oh,
Should play something a bit more wholesome like
Doom.
Call of Duty. Doom, yeah.
I can't wait for the new Star Citizen patch. I can mine in a different game. I won't be doing this mining, I'll be doing other mining.
You need to get all of that stuff solved though before before that happens.
Oh, I've lost most of it. I loaded it into a ship, and then didn't spawn the ship in the hangar. I spawned it from the consoles, and Espen told me that was the wrong thing to do. Because my ship spawned side on, glitched halfway through the floor, which it then went down, but it was destroyed, and I lost all my stuff.
It happens. It shouldn't, but it does.
But yeah, I learned, and then that's when I was on that stream, and Espen told me that I had to stop playing. Because I said, I think I'm gonna have to stop playing right now, and he said, yes, I'm actually telling you now, you need to stop playing. Otherwise you're just gonna get very angry. I was like, okay, yeah, fair enough. 5 kilograms, yes. That's like, this is more than any tier 2. Tier 2 can get, like, time-wise. I'll have barely made a kilogram by this amount of time normally.
How long will that take to smelt?
It's 14. Is it 14 minutes? Well, it's not actually 14 minutes, but it's supposed to be. Oh, I think I might have to turn the time dilation up, and then it goes faster. But it's 14 minutes ago.
You could. Oh, yeah, okay. So 14 minutes every time. Okay.
Per 500 grams.
Ah, okay. Well, I mean, you could drop some off, come back, continue drilling while it's melting, though.
Yeah. Hang on, my daughter's shouting me.
That was a fucking awesome burger. Mm.
So you've had a chicken burger.
Nope.
Crispy
I
chicken
bought
burger.
a
2 seconds, I'll be right back.
Oh, man.
Nortug Johaug combo grill gourmet burger.
So it was just a beef burger, a traditional burger.
Yeah, beef, bacon, and cheese. But the thing is, I've made a bunch of like new accounts, so the free service
Yeah.
thing resets.
Yeah.
Since I have to pay the most for
Delivery.
since I'm at the edge of the map, anyways.
Yeah. Did you have the same thing over there where they just put pulled pork and everything for like 2 years?
What do you mean?
Well, there was like a trend here for like 2 or 3 years. People
Oh
were putting
yeah,
pulled pork
I
on
know what you mean. No,
everything. Huh?
we didn't do that.
No, we did.
There were Burger King and McDonald's already have a bad reputation here because they removed all of the cheap burgers, which they built their success on over here.
Yeah.
Like a £1 or £1 burger.
Yeah. We had the pound saver menu back when I
Yeah.
used to work at McDonald's. It's great,
So-
and that was the period in time where you went to McDonald's because it was cheap,
Yeah.
and now it's a treat.
Is it though?
No, it's horrible, but it's consistent. It's you horrible isn't the right word, but you know if you go to McDonald's, it's not going to be bad. It's just not going to be good.
Over
It's-
here, everybody knows McDonald's is a part of a hangover cure.
Oh, we have a very in my area we have a very specific place for hangover food. There is
You mentioned it.
Smoky Joe's.
Yeah.
It's a truck stop, but it's the place to go.
That adds up. Yeah. Hangover cure. Truck stop.
You need grease. You need to line your stomach with grease again. All of those fats, you need it. you need salt because
Mm.
you're dehydrated and you need salts. Yeah. But I haven't been hungover in quite a while, so I haven't needed to go down there.
Yeah, same. Even when we were in Germany, the something with the beer there did
Yeah.
not get hangovers.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Sean
same.
did. Sean got a hangover, but then he never drinks beer.
Didn't. Yeah, he went pure spirits and whiskey and all of that good stuff.
Yeah, but he
And
was drinking
and
beer, and that's what gave him
yes,
the hangover.
I gave him 1 or 2 beers
Yeah.
when we were in the tents, and I
Oh,
think
right.
that really sent him over the edge.
Yeah.
Because I remember when we met at the breakfast table next day. Oh my god, the poor
Yeah,
man.
he was sick. He was very ill. But then he did have to fully endure the stench of that hostel
No,
room.
no, no, no. I don't want to be. I didn't smell or see or hear any about it. You just told me the next morning how fucking horrible that was,
It was
and I was like, I'm so glad. Like,
What hostel?
oh, in Munich for my stag do. I don't think I told you the story.
No, no.
should it be on stream?
So, no, so I'll try to make it friendly for stream.
No, you don't need
Um,
to. Just do it.
well-
We've been talking about
Then we
Jimmy
can't-
Savile, so just
Yeah.
whatever.
So Oktoberfest in Munich, the Oktoberfest, and we're staying in a hostel. Now it's only me and one other guy that's in the mixed dorm. So there's men and women in there. Really early in the morning, this enormous American dude comes back, bit obnoxious. Everyone's trying to sleep still. Kind of keeps the door wide open. Doesn't turn the light on, but there's a light from the corridor while he sorts himself out. Bit of an obnoxious prick. The next morning, I can hear this moaning coming over from a couple of beds down.
Okay.
And I thought it was just, somebody's having a really nice dream. And then the moaning starts to get a bit more distressed. And I start to get a bit concerned, worrying about whoever it is over there. And then the smell hits me. It's just shit. And the moaning has got loud and it's become swearing, and I kind of turn around to look and see what's going on. This guy was completely naked, covered neck to knee in just liquid shit, and he's stumbling towards the door. He gets to the door and he's fumbling with the doorknob, but his hands are so covered in liquid shit that he can't grasp, and he's getting more and more desperate and angry, so he's like slamming the wall and the door with his hand and just splattering it everywhere. Eventually he manages to get out and goes across the corridor where the bathroom and the showers are. So I took that as my cue to get up and leave, but my mate, who's so hungover, he can't function, he can't get up, he can't get out. He's just got to sit there and just live in this for a few hours.
The shit
Jesus.
Yeah. So I think Espen and I went and got some breakfast somewhere, and we came back maybe 3 hours later. The cleaner, he doesn't speak any English, kind of beckons me over into the bathroom, so I'm a bit on my guard already, and he points towards the bottom of one of the cubicles of the shower, and there's just this foot sticking out, still with some shit on it.
And oh Christ.
He's gone into the shower, so he's passed out. He's been getting blasted with hot water for a good 3 hours.
Oh my god, he's lucky he didn't die.
Yeah.
Drowned. People have drowned in less.
This wasn't less.
Oh,
Yeah. The
this
next
was shit.
that night though, the similar thing happens. He goes through the same routine. The same guy doesn't get kicked out of the hostel. He's back. You know, they've gone in there. They've cleaned everything up. And yeah, he did the same routine. Came back early in the morning, obnoxious, being loud, keeping the door wide open while he sorts out his bag.
Did he shit
But
himself
we had to
again?
leave. Maybe we left for the airport really early in the morning, like 5 in the morning. So
I think you also switched rooms temporarily, didn't you? With or joined somebody else on a couch or something.
no,
Oh, okay. Oh no, you borrowed the shower. That was it.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
borrowed. Yeah, my buddy had a private room, so I just went into his to use his shower, 'cause
Fancy.
I was not gonna go
No.
into that communal shower where he was passed out. No way.
Imagine having
You
a
should have gone
private
in
room.
just shit all over him. The perfect crime.
Yeah. I wrote a TripAdvisor review on it.
Oh, yeah, I
With that
remember
story.
Yeah. It was more anonymous, wasn't it? But
No, it's got my name. It's got my name on it.
well, I mean for the dude, but
Oh yeah, I don't know who he was. But
Mr. Shits. Mr. Shits a lot. But you didn't even have like a good time back on the coach bus or whatever it's called.
yeah,
coach
everything
bus.
went wrong.
The whole trip for accommodation, for specifically,
Transport, everything. Yeah.
yeah,
Trying to get to the airport, the National Express bus ended up being 3 hours late, but it was overnight, so they didn't wake us up to tell us.
well,
So
not,
we
not even
missed,
that. Yeah,
missed our flight because of that. 2 of us had travel insurance, so we managed to get the money back on that. Sean didn't. He didn't have travel insurance. He didn't bother, so he ended up
Lesson
joining
learnt
us.
there, innit?
Yeah.
no.
He got on. We got on the next flight, but he got on the one after that because it was cheaper or something, or there wasn't enough.
I did like that we left Germany not knowing who was where, what situation they were in, or if they could manage to get home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the best way.
Yeah, that was the proper ending to a stag do.
Yeah, everything went just completely wrong, but it's great because it's a good story.
The last stag do I had, the last stag do I was on, we got boats and we went round the Norfolk Broads. So the Norfolk Broads is like, it's a massive collection of kind of lakes and rivers. And we basically got like a full trolley just full of crates and just everything, and then just essentially rode this this kind of not like, it's like a narrowboat thing round the entire Norfolk Broads, but there was like wake zones and stuff, and we were just full speed. One of the guys
What,
was
it like canal boats?
yeah.
Oh, nice.
So we were driving. We had this canal boat that we could all sleep on, but we'd like pull up at towns. But obviously the Norfolk Broads is not necessarily known for its stag do's, so
Yeah.
we were like the only people turning up, and it was just ridiculous. One of the lads did piss the bed. I remember that. But we all had like a sleeping buddy because there was not really enough space. So one of the lads got pissed all up his back. I remember getting woke up to that. That was quite funny. And then one of the lads was filming himself, like selfie. He was driving, but he's like to the camera. He's like, "Oh yeah," da, 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 da. And he didn't realise, but he was driving towards an embankment where there was a load of tree overhang, and we're all stood on the top of this like we're all stood on the top of the boat, and one of the lads got wiped out by a tree branch because we thought like, oh, that land's coming up quick. Oh, I'm sure he'll notice it, he'll recognise it. And then we crashed, and we're like, what are you doing? And he was like, oh yeah, and he'd filmed the whole thing because he was doing like selfies and stuff at the time, so he just had like footage of him just like, ooh, me, oh, hiya, hiya, and then all of a sudden it was just, whoa, 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 Will, whoa. But yeah, it was quite good. That was ages ago, that though. Nobody else invites me on stag do's because I'm a liability.
No. Yeah, you could have came on mine. I think there was a reason. I think you were busy.
I might
You
have been
were
on.
complaining
I
about
think
being
I was on
broke
tour.
or something. Oh yeah.
I think I was on tour for that. Oh, was that when my
Because I
knee?
remember we did ask you, I think. Fairly certain.
Either that or
Would-
I'm just poor, so I can't really afford trips anywhere unless I've got like a year's
I think
notice,
I
and even
remember
then.
saying that you were broke at the time, and I didn't want to ask because it's not nice to be asked to do stuff. For
It was highly likely that I'm always broke. I'll be hopefully touring with the bands soon. It'll be UK tours to start with. But I've got a friend who's currently in Europe touring. I'm going to try and run through some of his contacts to get some European tours.
How far do you go with your tours?
Anywhere. I've only done UK so far, well, with my last band. But we did... in 3 days we did Southend, Bristol, then Glasgow.
Wow, with all the setups, Jesus.
Yeah, we had the car full of all of our gear. We had full backline and our own full drum kit and stuff. But that Southend, Bristol, and Glasgow is quite literally one end of the country to the other. Southend and Bristol are on the south coast, and Glasgow's in Scotland.
Yeah.
We did that in 3 days. It was 1,000 miles in 3 days. We missed the check-in for the hotel as well. But I was pissed in Southend, but I was pissed out my skull, and I was like, I'll sort it. So I just started ringing places, and I managed to get us like an Airbnb thing, which was like a flat. But the time that it was all that, because obviously we'd just finished playing a gig. It was so late that the people weren't answering the phone for the place we went to. So when I rang and complained, it was like booking.com. They said, oh, I can book anywhere and they'll refund the difference. So we found like a really posh Hilton on the way, and then just went there. Yeah, that was like it actually panned out quite well. It was like super posh hotel. We got breakfast and everything. And we were on the way back. One of the lads got changed, and he forgot to shut the boot. So as we pulled off, we were like, "What's that noise?" And it was our guitars in guitar cases falling onto a dual carriageway.
Ooh.
So we like pulled over as quick as we could, and we're like sprinting out into the road just laughing, because obviously there's one of us is sober, the rest of us we were all smashed. So we were like grabbing all the cases, but we could see headlights coming down the dual carriageway, so we were just like as quick as we could, just loading everything back into the boot of the car. I do miss touring. There was some really fun stories. Well, I say fun stories. They're really stressful. But normally I was pretty drunk. So we had one of the guys was teetotal. He was teetotal. We called him. So he was our designated drunk driver constantly. He just didn't drink at all. So we just drank. It's always just blind panic. Like we played with we supported Electric Six in Hull. And on the way we were already late, and then on the way we got a tyre blew out. So we pulled over in a services, and the tyre was like welded into the bottom of the, like, you know, it's like on a basket thing, because it was like a Picasso. It's like a really old Citroen Grand Picasso. So we were like, we couldn't get the basket out the bottom to get the spare wheel, so we just ended up wrenching it apart. So that was dragging across the floor, and they'd held doors for us. So we turned up, literally sound checked, and we were on. But yeah, we took the wheel off, and because we broke the basket and the whole back of the car was full of our entire band's worth of gear, we just shot the wheel in a bush. So there's the services somewhere on the way to, in between us and Hull, somewhere out York, just after York,
Oh, yeah.
which will have a wheel, a full wheel in a bush somewhere. We were like an F1 pit crew of an F1 pit crew. We're made of morons and alcoholics.
So a pit crew.
A pit crew.
Yeah. Just a normal pit crew.
Normal pit crew. This isn't as fun as, like, excavator digging. To be honest, the backhoe is probably going to be the best plan. Not a backhoe, a loader. If I can get the big thing going, I'll just, rather than get a dump truck, I'll just get a loader and just work my way from one end. Oh, bloody hell, I'm at nearly 10 kilograms here. That's going to take so long to refine. Like, to smelt.
I like that we say that coming from Star Citizen, where it gave us a 90-hour refinement process.
No.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we've now put this here. Let's come back in, like, I don't know, next weekend.
Let's forget
be-
about this and then come back to it next patch and it'll be empty.
Literally, if you do the Argon mole and you do the refinement process and it takes 90 hours, you're gonna get that or get access to it when you have the time next weekend.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Which you're
But-
gonna log in on a Thursday to grab all the refinement stuff.
Well, that's not my department anyway.
Yeah.
I fill the refinery, I don't empty it. I end up losing everything because I'm an idiot. I get caught out by Star Citizen being Star Citizen.
Yeah. It's going to get better. So,
Who told you that? Who told you it was gonna get better? I need your source, man.
how does that man sleep at night? Yeah.
And like a bed
On
of
a
money.
yacht.
On a yacht, yeah. With his drunk wife.
Well, when you're that rich, you don't need to be sober, do you?
No, that's it.
No. It's not like you've got to drive yourself anywhere, is it?
I might go sell this gold and then keep hold of the drill. Or I might return the drill and then get it again. I'll do this raw. Nice. Nearly up to 10. How good does that new Atlas look as well with the guns?
I like that.
They're
I
making
like
Mech
that
Warrior.
they. Yeah, because they. Oh, we need a military version. Okay, strap some guns. Well, what about armor?
No.
Steel plate.
Well, they don't. Is there even armor around the driver?
No, not around. In front, and there's a letterbox, like slit on top, so you can look out.
Makes it look a bit like a 40k dreadnought.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a dreadnought.
Airbox slit.
Now, what are
I
those?
don't like it. I think it looks really stupid. They could have made it look a lot better.
It's just unnecessary.
It did remind me of one here that I saw.
It might look better with pilot in it. It won't be in that really derpy stance. With its knees together. Yeah, looks ridiculous.
Don't be knocking the knees together derpy stance.
Look at a stupid digicam as well. Like we don't use that anymore.
That's what I thought it looked like, or reminded me of.
Yeah. Oh wait. Is that a killer can? Or is that
Yeah, killer can.
okay. Yeah it is. Yeah. 2 arms.
What size are those
No.
weapons as well?
They'll be size 1s.
Maybe?
I think they're 2s.
Yeah. I don't know if the size ones are smaller. I just might think they are. But,
Remember a human gets in that, and that's like
mm,
I think that's a size 1.
Like, either that or my drone batteries are like... My drone settings are wrong and it's just drawing too much power, but... Or it's not displaying the power right. But I'm getting like no flight time at all.
What was it? Like a whoop or something? Mini whooper.
Tiny whoop, yeah. So that's my 65mm, my really small one.
Okay.
So that's like my racing one really. I've got a bigger one, but it's just I like it more because it's just got just way more power.
Yeah.
But that's just because of the size of the thing. It's an 85. 3.5 inches my next one. Oh, I'm so close to 10 kilos and I bet I don't get it. tease. Found a big nugget. 33 grams is a big one. I don't think what I need to buy then. I need to buy all the bits, like the sluice and all the piping and a power generator.
You're not getting any of that magna type stuff by using the drill.
No, no. This is just like, yeah, but then you get the magnetite by then digging the ground where I've been drilling.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go, 10 kilos. Problem is I started digging there, so I don't even know what I've got. I'll have to level it all out, and I don't know if I need a bulldozer. Kind of smooth everything off.
Hmm. Oh, okay. So run that. Nah, fucking no. I've managed to sell off so many tools that I'm not using anymore today.
Oh yeah.
Out of just
kind of stuff?
family members. Yeah, a lot of family members came by and just picked out what they wanted, and then I'll sell the rest of it just on Marketplace or equivalent of eBay here in Norway.
What's the equivalent of eBay in Norway?
Finn, FINN.no. That's the equivalent of eBay here.
I found it weird that Japan uses Yahoo Auction. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Well, you have to use it when you invented it or something, I think.
Thought eBay was just widely used, but obviously it's not going to be because other places exist.
Yeah.
Isn't that like, oh, wouldn't you like to use Bing?
Yeah. Ask Jeeves.
Yeah. It was great.
It was just a load of people asking Jeeves, where do I find videos of a man pooing on another man?
Yeah. And he knew.
He knew, Jeeves knew exactly where to go.
Yeah.
12-year-old me was traumatized, but Jeeves looked after me. I need to get the other SSD back in my computer. I've got a new SSD. I've got like some salvaged SSDs. I need to put one on my boy's computer and one on mine so I can put my rally games back on. I don't play anything kind of high pace anymore at all. It's just survival games and digging.
I still have hard disk drives in mine. I've got
Really?
SSDs, but
Crazy man. Do you actually
What's
run
there?
anything off them though?
if I've got any games which aren't online, but I've run it on one of those instead. But yeah, not much. Just general storage of stuff.
I thought you didn't like technology that did a lot of RPMs, fast revolution equipment like the centrifuge you have at work.
Yeah, the mini spinning death machines.
Yeah, well, yeah, right beside your leg right now, you have something that's spinning at like 5,000 RPM. So
Yeah, but it's not particularly
Just-
heavy.
well,
I've
5,000
seen
RPM. It doesn't need to be.
I've seen centrifuges go through walls.
Well, now your computer can also do that now.
A computer can go through a wall if you make a mistake big enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to have regular training sessions on how to balance a centrifuge so it doesn't kill anyone.
I like it.
Don't you have any courses on how to stop it?
That's
Yeah,
not the priority.
Step one. You step the wrong direction.
run.
It's too late. The building's coming down on you.
Yeah.
Panel and joystick HTML continues here. Okay.
Right, I'm gonna get rid of this drill. I'm gonna go sell this gold. I can test to see if I just turn the time ramp up, if I can turn it right up and see if the He's finished quicker. I can get the big orange machine, so I've got that DLC. Just a big orange wash station with a sluice.
Ah,
Oops.
Is it working? Hmm? Hmm? Might be working.
Are you doing interfaces?
No.
What?
Uh, it's fine. This can run on the main server for now. Actually, whenever I find a code that I'm using for the website that does everything I want to and there's no bugs on it, I put it in like a small file beside the main one and I call it the golden code. Because there's nothing wrong with it and I can go back to it if I need to. Four. Final version 6 compressed file number 4. Okay, let's see if this works. Ooh. Test. Oh, okay. How the fuck does it work there?
Oh, this is going to take forever, isn't it? How much would it sell for if I do it as bars rather than just sell it as ore to him?
Cool. I just passed 400 lines of code.
Nice.
Probably shouldn't be that long, but most likely.
Do I just do... do tier 3? I think tier 3 and tier 4 are pretty much the same, aren't they? Yeah, it's just got an extension on the back. A D-rocker and a wash plant. Shaker. Ah, so the D-rocker is a shaker or a D-rocker. Might just go straight for... Let's go straight for tier 4. The hook pan. Oh, this is gonna take like so long. I'm just tempted to just sell him the ore. Oh no, it's
Oh.
40%. But for time. I did speed time up. Good time up.
Okay.
I'll try and multitask and not make a mess of it.
Why is it always the thing that I don't think is gonna fix it that fixes it? Makes no fucking sense. Okay, the website should now have a create account symbol.
Cool.
Have you got your data protection
That-
policies in place?
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm selling it off to the Chinese.
Oh, okay,
I'm
cool.
gonna put like a disclaimer in gray or black down in the left corner. Because you know the website is gray or black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need... Have I used all my... I bought way too many cables.
Yeah, I remember the higher tiers, it was just like you were basically an electrician, just wiring shit in.
Oh. Well, you need to be a plumber as well.
Oh yeah, but being a plumber's easy. You don't need to know much other than shit flows downstream and payday's Thursday.
That was a good one. Keep fucking doing this. Ugh. Log in, create an account. Account created, you can now log in.
It seems to go faster when you're away from him.
Yeah, I think that's the point of that, is that you get to a stage where you just leave him to smelt, or you go off and do more.
I guess if I... I guess if I've got like the magnetite or whatever it is, that'll make it go quicker as well, because you can set the timer down and the amount up. Right, I need piping now. Water. See, it doesn't mention water on this, but I know you need water. Although I do have loads of piping already. Miner's moss, got buckets. Big power generator. It's at the machine store. Yeah, I think all of this, the rest of it's at the sluice box grates. That's what those were, isn't it? I'm assuming they're also at the machine store. I don't need a pump, Anna. Oh, I've got a little diesel pump for now. Yeah, the shaker needs water. Trommel. Got a low voltage.
As like a final end thing here for this project, what would the price be? Would it be for a full runtime of an excavator, a timer, or
The problem is they have to put them back.
I could. Yeah. That's true.
That could be a rule for if they've hired it and don't put it back.
And
So
also,
what?
if you make it time or speed based, they will be more careless and crash into shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Battery charge is still time based, though. It's all time based,
Yeah.
Well, you can control
or a time slot.
battery percentage to some degree. Like, don't fuck around with the controls too much, and you'll actually extend the battery a bit.
There'd be an etiquette thing, so there'd be part of the thing where you have to put it back.
Yeah. I was thinking, let's say you paid £2 to control the thing. If you don't park it back to charge, you'll pay the full £2. But if you don't put it back, you'll have to... No. If you put it back, you'll get the £1 back.
A deposit, basically.
Yeah, deposit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's option 1. Because all you want to do is just to make them want to put the vehicle back into the charging port.
Yeah. Or they get banned.
I don't know, not refueling a excavator after you're done using it on a construction site? Is that reason for firing?
Maybe.
A ban would probably not be that much of a deterrent.
The deposit,
Yeah.
the deposit thing's probably better. They're saving
Yeah.
money. And then some people might not put it on charge, but they'll go, "Ah, well, I'll take the loss."
Yeah.
You could have it so it pings up a warning, so that if a vehicle's been left not on the charger but the session's expired, and then you'd have to probably do that manually yourself. Then you'd have an
Well,
admin.
there's gonna be a lot of manual just moving around stuff in the beginning anyways, but for the groundwork to be there is pretty important, so you know how to build.
Could do incentives for other people to clean up. You know, if there's one that's not in its docking port. Well, if you want an extra 10 minutes, take control of this, dock it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because what I could do is, so that they can't control the excavator after the battery has reached 15%.
Yeah.
Once it's to 15%, you'll get logged out, and other people will get the chance to dock it and get extended time on their machine.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, there's like charging times for excavators as well, so you'd have to cycle them.
Well, yeah, that's like what the later when you have enough excavators and stuff. Or you could just switch to another or another map, the other DLC. You'd get your time over at Bacon's house.
I don't know where I'd put it in my house because it needs to be sheltered, really, doesn't it?
Well, the DLC doesn't need to be that big.
Just a small shed.
The thing is, I don't like the idea of giving other people drones at all.
No.
Yeah.
No. Things that fly? No.
No,
not
Yeah.
flying with latency is just a no-go.
Shame that, because otherwise we could help in Ukraine. Like right now. Be great, wouldn't it?
There is work for that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Imagine
let's
the
see.
fucking trauma that could come with that later on. People quite carelessly like playing a game where they're kind of just bombing Russians with UAV drones.
Well, it's the same kind of incentive for fear as the Stuka propeller. If you guys have heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was meant to give the
Yeah.
soldier PTSD. It wasn't meant to like do any damage to them. It was specifically there for people in the future to have a mind that's really broken from that specific sound, if they hear it in a movie or whatever. Yeah, it strikes fear, but there's still a bomber coming down at you. I would be more scared of the bombs than a fucking noisy propeller. But it's like the fear that comes with that sound.
Yeah.
And the Germans were like, "Ha, good idea. We will call it PTSD."
They just called it shell shock until like the fucking 80s.
Let's say the first charging idea is vehicles stop session at 15%.
Yeah. So it can always be recovered that way.
What was the idea there again? So when it's at 15%, if another player logged in and saw a vehicle on the screen when it's being like in the selecting
Yeah.
thing, it said RTB vehicle or something like that.
Yeah.
And what would be the reward for doing that?
Well, an
like in a
extra 10
Well,
minutes. Or
yeah.
something. You'd have to
Let-
decide how long, but
So what if your account that you log in with, that's where you buy?
Yeah, you
minutes?
bank it.
So a minute bank or something like that.
Minute bank,
Yeah.
yeah. You want to be careful though, because there'll be people who'll have like stupid amounts of time and they'll basically book it out. Mind you saying that, they've earned it.
Yeah, there will be like
Cap.
a cap per day or whatever it is. So yeah, you can't just sit there all night. You'd have to pay the VIP level to do that. Hey, if somebody's paying $120 a day to control that excavator, fuck it, I'll let them drive all night. With as
You'll
many
be in bed
excavators as they
hearing them
want to.
digging through the floor.
You'll just hear da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I'm trying to sleep.
Saying that
I
he'll
would
have
happily lie-
excavator money.
Yeah. Additional minutes to
I love how this game just loads in blocks. What do you want draw distance for?
That's what I like about the game that I'm making here. The draw distance and rendering distance isn't that far, but the ray tracing and super realistic graphics is just on point.
And the mod where they get a drill and can drill through the floor and see your face.
Dig under the foundations, yeah. That's the only good thing about that basement. I think everything's either concrete or bedrock. There's no dirt to dig out of that place, and all of the exits are elevated, so you can't drive directly out of them.
Yeah, it's nice and contained.
You know, people are fucking crazy. You have to contain them. That's like the only weakness I can think of vehicles escaping, is that some fucker will figure out that it's a wooden door, like a just wooden boarded door to the exit of the basement, and like, I'm gonna scrape at that for a few days.
Like Shawshank.
Yeah.
It's that one corner of the room that's not covered by cameras, and he's like, scratching.
I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. 2 hours. I haven't really done much.
You've earned quite a bit of money there.
Yeah. I can't remember what it said for how much I got if it was 40%. It was like 174 for 40%, so I probably earned like $500,000. Just gonna sell this lot now. Go to the machine shop, start buying bits. I'm not even halfway through the gold that I've got. Right, this is where it gets interesting. Oh god, he's got that done already. See, if you just mooch about, I'm sure it's done on distance, not time. Like distance moved.
Hmm.
Steps taken. It is. Fucking hell. $20 a day. Saying that, if I put it on real time, I'll get to the rentals when it comes to that. Did I get this DLC? No, I didn't get that one. I got that. The DLC for that thing.
Ah, right.
So the big green, big orange beast.
The Argo stuff.
Yeah, basically. I just need a normal trommel then. I'm gonna need an excavator. A big one. That's what you lift the stuff into place with. Sure, if I ran around it, it went quicker. It would do that. Can't remember how much that excavator is. I'm sure it's like 70. $84. Don't think this one will be big enough to hold the stuff. Hmm.
The bucket size seems to be fairly similar though. From the small to the big one.
Yeah. For money, I might start with that one. I can always get the other one once I've got enough done. I want to rent as little as possible. I'm gonna have to rent the shaker and probably the trommel.
Depends. How many tiers are there?
There's 5.
Hmm. It's just the tier 5 stuff that you want to buy. Really, everything else you should rent because it's temporary.
I think the tier 4 is DLC.
Hmm.
I'm sure tier 3 is pretty much the same thing, just with different... Problem on a duplex jig. Depends how much the duplex jig is. I could always do tier 3 then tier 4 when I've got money. Shake is still 100. But that's just ridiculous. I might have to do shaker first. Right. Oh, I need sluices. Oh. Very different. On these sluice box grates as well, wherever the fuck they are. This is all the DLC stuff. Does mention the duplex jig. 44. So 44, 100.
Yeah, not where I fucking
Sluice
wanted it,
boxes.
but
How many sluice boxes? Is this? 2 according to that.
here.
Need to find those
That
sluice
one
box
I
grates.
do.
Suppose I could start placing some shit now. While I'm waiting for more gold to go.
Yep.
Just need to find those sluice box grates as well. Imagine they're in that store there. Brick wall, back of the store. Blacksmith's taking the piss here. Literally got a town and he was finished.
It's because you're moving. They work faster when you're moving.
Back wall of the store, apparently. I see him. Okay, now. What's the money it costs, though? Dead. Can't remember how much the duplex jig was. And it's a water pump, and I'll need diesel for those. Got power. I've got some piping. I feel like I'm missing this bit. Yeah, I think I'm missing these, but I guess I'll... No, I'm not. I bought them. They were next to the thing. Oh, I need 2 of those. Duplex jig, isn't that 2 duplex jigs?
Does get complicated. The builds.
It's not too bad. Can't complain because I've skipped the tutorial.
Yeah.
Sir, I believe your truck is unsafely laden. I'm missing one of those. They fell out on the way.
Ah.
Keep an eye out for it on the way back. Still got nearly 4 kilos of gold.
I think I've heard that there's actually very little pure gold in the world, like less than a Olympic swimming pool's worth.
No, that's
wow.
what we've discovered. We have like a small Olympic swimming pool of gold,
Ah, okay.
totally in the world. That's insane to me.
So there'll be more probably floating in a layer underneath the under our mantle.
Seems not good, yeah. Star Citizen Trades who commented on your recruitment post. There's somebody that commented on the recruitment post? Hmm? What? By the way, yeah, any recruitment post that's out there, because I put all of them for links that never expire.
Okay.
I don't know where the fuck those posts are anymore. I have no fucking idea. Yeah, I'm not gonna go look for that. That takes way too long.
You think it just means who wrote it?
No idea. Okay, it stops on this code.
I think I've got one last thing to buy. Just the shaker. Got a trommel, got 2 duplex, sluice boxes, generator, cables, grates, buckets, grills, mosses, pipes, adapters, diesel. Need diesel.
Right. So
Get a shitload of diesel. Yeah.
function open.
I've just remembered something actually. I can speed all this up. There's a a computer tablet in the tent that you can do all of this from. I've just remembered. But you've got to pay to unlock each section, and it's 20k. Might as well buy the sluice boxes. Buy the other thing, and then with any extra I've got left.
Okay. UTF-8. CSS.
The little clunks noise it makes when I crash into stuff's quite good. like I've just gone start game, and then I'm just trying to jump to end game.
Skip like 3 tiers.
To be fair, I think I'm doing tier 3.
Oh, right, oh yeah.
Tier 4 was too expensive. And I only have to replace stuff on tier 4.
Ooh, Espen.
Mm.
Last Oasis.
No.
On the Discord. I just had an announcement. It's finally time. Those of you that have been following know we've been working hard on this. And it's the Season 6 test.
Oh.
It is...
Greatest game ever made.
It was so good. And then they ruined it with some bullshit. But the idea...
No, they basically said, they basically said, fuck it, here's mod support, fix it yourself. That's what they said, and then I don't know if it's the same game company or if it's a different one that's picked it back up.
So the premise of the game is have you ever heard of the Strand Beasts? It's you might have seen a video at some point of a guy on a beach who's made these wind-powered machines, and they kind of walk. Somebody made a game where you have those, but they're enormous, and you ride around on them.
And you can build a base on them.
Yeah. So it's based on Earth, but the rotation of the Earth has slowed down so much that it takes a whole year for one revolution to take place. So everything's burnt because it's just months and months of just sunlight. So you're kind of nomadic on these things just going around the world. So
it's like that Immortal Instruments, where the cities travel.
Yeah, kind of, sort of like that. A bit smaller in scale than that, but yeah. So the map is constantly changing. And it's done. The map is in servers. So you jump from one server to the next and keep on moving, and eventually they get wiped.
So would you say that those servers are meshed?
No, they're not.
No.
Because you have to go out of one and then into another, and that's a whole loading screen and a thing.
Okay.
Mesh is seamless transition.
Yeah.
It's literally being able to throw something onto a different server from another server and still seeing it. That's why I think what actually like RSI did with the server meshing is massively underrated, but it's hidden in all of these fucking bug piles that it's so... I don't think most people that hear about it understand how fucking groundbreaking that technology is for servers. Because remember, there's no hardware improvements, it's all software.
They're so great in software, why didn't they fix their game?
I didn't say it worked. I say they developed it.
Hmm.
To be honest, how it normally went back in the day was that a company developed a technology for a game. That game didn't succeed as well, and then another game company saw that mechanic or technology and built a game around it and made a lot more success. So if anything, maybe
Much success.
another game will pick up the success from Star Citizen later on.
No, we'll see. I'm missing something and I can't think what it is. These are at the back. My cables are too long.
Alright. Show off.
It's a weird issue to say out loud.
Alright, and drag it into place.
Okay. Mr. Tripod over here.
Oof.
Try being humble first.
Mm. Well, you can't really be humble with 3 legs, can you?
No.
You two stop whispering sweet nothings at me. You're making it really hard because my my keyboard tray keeps wobbling about now.
One of the legs on the tripods is longer than the others. You wobbly table.
What you're saying is that you've got a wobble board.
Can you tell what it is yet?
Wobble board. That's an interesting word.
It's an instrument.
Oh, it is an instrument.
I haven't heard.
No?
Oh, is it the... No, I haven't heard about it.
You heard of a certain Australian song maker, children's TV presenter? Not
Is
that
it the one?
but
No, it's a different one.
Okay.
it's a different one, different children's TV presenter. Called Rolf Harris?
Nope.
No? Okay. Very famous artist, used to do a lot of comics.
He
even-
painted the Queen.
He did a portrait of the Queen in person. Didn't he?
That did happen, didn't it? It was like a fever dream.
It did. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Anyway, he buggered a bunch of kids.
Ah, I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
So, there's this children's presenter from the from way back when. He was a nonce.
He's a nice lad, you know, until
Until
Yeah,
the
some
noncery.
Had some catchphrases that stick out.
I couldn't be a children's show presenter because it seems like you have to fuck 'em.
Well, you don't like kids? Do you have anything against kids, huh?
No, that's the problem.
Yeah, I don't think I would be able to do, the predator thing very well, and I can't do that much cocaine either. So
I've been training for that for all my life.
they're all on coke. Oh, even now, you know, children's like TV presenters.
Oh,
all
I thought you
high
meant
as
all the nonces were on coke, not the... Well, same thing, I guess. What are we on? 3 hours. I forgot I haven't eaten anything.
Burger.
Burger.
I actually had burger as well, but they were veggie burgers, so
Ew.
tasted
had-
like sadness.
Tasted like a sad cow.
It is now.
God, how do you write that word? Entirety. Entirety. Sure. That makes sense. An entirety.
I'm sure I bought 2 of these. I'm being a moron.
At least it's consistent.
Fuck you.
Ouch! Jesus.
Well, it's like a daily thing. Not that he's being a moron, it's just that he says it on a daily basis, so like, oh, consistency, that's good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's backwards.
Let's see. Can we get into seasons? No, because Mikey told me to wait for the full launch of season 6, not the test. When are they gonna launch? March 26th. Oh, so tomorrow they're gonna launch the test for it.
Yes, yeah. That's what it said.
Wow. I do like the headline they made for the update on the Steam page. Out with the old, in with the ... also alt. That's good.
Right, hopefully this works. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna need like a massive fuel tank, I think. I don't know where my fucking sluice boxes are. Excavator's not either. Well, the boom's not quite big enough, or the cable's just not long. Is too long. Option B. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna call it. I've got to take the bins out, and I haven't actually made myself any tea yet, so
Ooh, that's
it's getting
just reminded me I've got to do the same thing. I have to.
bin day.
It's recycling tomorrow. Yeah.
I've got 2 wrapped up in this. I haven't even built it yet. Still got 1,000. Still got a kilogram of gold. I'd probably be able to build this, rent the drill again, do another 3 rows because I only did 3 rows.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't. That's a lie. That's a complete lie. I did all of that. Still got all of that. Maybe tedious for stream, but I don't really care. If people wanna, if somebody wants to watch me play my games, this is what I do. I'm a boring person. Right. I'm gonna stop the stream.